So let's talk a little bit about the state of the world. Something that's near and dear to my heart and part of my purpose is to work with and help build and create companies that have a positive impact on the world in some way or another. Mission-driven organizations. They don't have to be nonprofits, they could be. I mean, to me, whether you're nonprofit, for-profit, or whatever your business structure is it's a strategy and an approach to trying to achieve something. So that's what I've been focused on, and that's what I've been doing for the last 20 plus years. And I'm very excited about some of the projects and companies that we're now involved in. One of them is what you see on this t-shirt here, and one of the guests we'll have in the coming weeks is David Houle, who's one of my mentors. He's launched this campaign, basically sustainability based, to help save the planet with a focus on climate change. It's called This Spaceship Earth, and it's a meaningful, highly meaningful, and much needed organization. So that's the kind of thing that we look to highlight on the show, and also the thing that I personally look to be involved in. And yeah, the state of the world, I'm not sure if it's much better or worse than it was hundreds or thousands of years ago. We often get caught up and I think fooled by the concept that we're making all this progress, and certainly technologically and scientifically and in a number of ways. There is progress. There's material progress and progress and an advancement of a certain type of knowledge. But we have to really take a look and see, is that progress and knowledge helping humanity at a general level and a worldwide level? We have 7 billion plus people now on this planet. And how are they living? How are they feeling? Why are we still at war? Why is there still poverty? Why is there still so much difference and disagreement, pollution? And we can go on and on with a lot of the negative challenges we have in the world. And again, I don't want to be all glass half full or glass empty. We try to take, again, a holistic look, admit, accept, and be grateful for the positive changes and evolutions and advancements that have happened, and then ask ourselves, how can we use those to help the challenges that still exist? Or maybe there's some new thinking, new organizations, new tools yet to be developed. One of the ones that we're involved in now, and I'm an investor and supporter in, is actually a social political crowdfunding platform that we're about to launch in October 2017 called the Advocator. And it's a very interesting concept. We'll definitely be featuring the co-founders, David and Darlene Richardson, on the show so they can talk further about their mission and why they feel the Advocator is so important. But I'll tell you from my point of view as an investor and now a partner in that business, it's something that can really make a difference in the feeling that we have as citizens here in the US, and I think it can apply to other countries as well, of feeling disenfranchised, disconnected, disinterested, apathetic about what's happening in our country from a political standpoint, and how that's big corporate power is kind of dominating the way laws are written, and people aren't feeling cared for and appreciated and respected, and that their voice has meaning, and that the masses in the middle class and the lower classes, and basically the 99%, as you know, the old Occupy Wall Street tagline was, the 99%. What about the 99%? And why is the 1% seem to be who are at the top, at least power-wise, financially, able to manipulate and control the system to further improve and elevate itself at the expense oftentimes of the rest. It doesn't seem fair, it doesn't seem right, and there's a lot of people that want to obviously change that, the majority of people. So struggling against corporate power is something that the Advocator is geared towards doing by leveling the playing field, by allowing people to bring coalitions and their causes that they feel passionate about at a federal level, at a local level, to others that can then crowdfund and contribute resources towards those causes, and then utilizing those funds to hire lobbyists that can balance out and fight against the corporate money and power that's on the other side of the equation. So while the system's not perfect, we have to learn how to work within the system that we have to try to help achieve ends that are in the better interest and the best interest of a larger portion and hopefully all of our society. So and obviously there's a lot of different philosophies related to, how to govern and whether it's government's responsibility to help care for people or it's everyone's own responsibility. So without getting too far into that, I do believe that organizations like the Advocator and the people behind it have a great intention, have a great idea, and remains to be seen. We'll find out when the rubber meets the road in the next month and the company launches whether we'll be able to make and have the impact that we had envisioned. So it is, again, challenges like the ones we're facing now, 8-9 months into a new presidential term with Trump in power and a lot of opinions about it and a lot of potential implications, not just for the US, but for the world at large. I certainly have a lot of feelings about it as well that we'll be able to discuss, going forward. But the bottom line is we all have the possibility and the capability to seize control, at least of our own lives, to find what it is we need to do in this world and whatever the situation is to find happiness, to find peace, and to find purpose. So that's our number one responsibility. And once we're able to feel closer to that and get closer to that, then, or maybe through that process, see how we can apply that concept in partnership with others to helping the world. That's what we're here to do. We want to hear from people that have ideas around solving issues, just like the way the Advocator did, and we're supporting them. And we'll support many other such organizations and forward-thinking entrepreneurs going forward. So that's going to bring us to the conclusion for the first episode of the Polymath Project. You'll be able to find more updates on our website and on our social media as well, related to projects we're involved in and projects that we're open to participating in and collaborating on. So until next week, take care, be conscious, and remember to focus on going deeper in and finding your purpose each and every day. Until next time, March 4th.